within the Central Highlands at any one time during the active part of the war, there's probably about 40,000 Montagnards that were working with Special Forces at the various aid camps. They also worked with the Mike Forces. The Mike Forces were battalion-sized units of Montagnards who were actually led by American Special Forces and intended to move throughout the two-corps area. You had regional and popular forces, which were mostly village defense units, and they only stayed within the local unit. Your civilian irregular defense group units are also Montagnards, and they usually stayed within a local area.
A dual love. We loved them, they loved us. They saved a lot of American lives, you know, the Montagnards.
The Montagnards recognized, I think, in the SF a sense of loyalty to mission and purpose. And we, in turn, recognized that from them. We became instant brothers.
Half of the Montagnards of military age, I mean, half of the entire people, the men of military age, half of them died fighting for the Americans. So that's a lot of dead guys. That's an awful lot of dead guys.
According to the Ministry of Ethnic Minority and their estimates, it was around 200 to 250,000. And you have to remember that a lot of people didn't die from bullets and bombs. They died because their world was shattered.
We should hang our heads in shame, you know, on the way we treated the Montagnards and deserting them like we did. And we should make every effort to help them today.
And every name's a father, or a husband, or a son, or a daughter, or a brother, or a cousin.
If it was not for the Montagnards and their sacrifice in Vietnam, there would be thousands of more Americans' names on the Vietnam Wall. I mean, they died in place of Americans over in Vietnam. That wall would be much, much bigger than what it is now today.
Sometimes in the dark of the night, I think about the fact that all of those guys were fighting for what we have. You know, they knew us, they knew what we were like, they knew how we felt about our country, about our country's history, about independence, freedom, all of those ideals, and they wanted that for themselves, and they were willing to die to get it.
And I kept saying, if we leave the population of South Vietnam a shambles, and we leave Vietnam, they're never going to be able to stand up to the communists, which is exactly what happened. Exactly what happened.